can you come get me? I'm arguing with my mother-in-law. She won't leave me alone. She told my husband I've been going out every night or whatever, and he's mad at me. Please come pick me up. When you get here, play like you Uber driver. So he said, okay, I'll be on my way. Give me like 20 minutes. What's going on, guys? This is one and only Travel Time with Paul. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video. Before I get into the topic of the video, I would like to give a mini monologue. I would like to give a shout out and a big thank you to Coach Greg Adams. I've been watching him for 3 years. Never did I ever think I would end up on his radar and him doing a reaction to one of my videos. I am a fan of his. So him doing a reaction to one of my videos and telling guys to check me out is greatly appreciated. Thank you for that, man. But I digress. Now we're gonna get into the topic of the video. The topic of this video is why you shouldn't bring your Thai wife back to America. Well, it depends on where you meet her at. If she's some type of bar girl or she works in the adult industry, it shouldn't even cross your mind to even be wifing her up, first of all, and most definitely taking her to a Western country where the rights is most likely in the women's favor. But I digress. So let's get into the topic of the video. It's January 2024, Houston, Texas. We got this young African-American guy on a lonely, quiet night, swiping right and left on Tinder. There was a handful of women he sent a super like on that he liked on Tinder or whatever. A few of them responded back, but there was one in particular that stood out to him or whatever, like a sore thumb. And she had these Asian features, but he couldn't really make out where she was from. It's Houston, Texas. You got a diversity of women down there in Houston, Texas from all walks of life due to the large influx of immigrants from all over the world that's been moving to Houston for the last 30, 40 years. It's 90 different languages being spoken in Houston as we speak. So never did it cross his mind this woman was from Thailand. He just saw a beautiful Asian woman on Tinder. So he sent her super like, or whatever you call it. I don't use Tinder. And she replied back instantly. They got to talking on Tinder, going back and forth. Well, it turns out she wasn't even from the States. She had been living in the United States for 2 months. She was over here visiting. She wasn't over here living permanently. She was over here to visit her husband, a young African-American guy who was 25 years old in the military. They've been married for 6 months at this point. And she said she think he only married her to get the extra benefits of having a wife or whatever. And the deal was supposed to be once married, he was gonna give her so much money per month or whatever and help take care of her family back in Thailand or whatever. But he haven't been giving her any of the money or whatnot. But make a long story short, he flew her in from Bangkok, Thailand, because she was living in Bangkok before she got over here. But she's from one of the provinces in Thailand. Now, y'all want to know what's crazy about this story? I don't know this woman, but I've seen her multiple times. I've seen her in 808 a few times. I've seen her in Club Miss, and I've seen her on Walking Street. Even think I've seen her on Beach Road. Now, y'all want to know what's crazy? I never forget what she looked like because she's one of them tall, voluptuous, beautiful Thai woman. I mean, she almost looked like a Asian and Dominican woman mix. Now, if Thailand didn't have the defamation laws or whatever, I would post her real picture up so y'all won't think I'm capping. But I'm not lying to y'all. This woman is beautiful. And you had some young American black guy. I don't know what was on his mind, but he went and wiped this woman up. So back to the story. He flew her in to Houston, Texas or whatever, but he wasn't spending time with her. He was out somewhere else. So she was staying with his moms the little times she was here. She was here like 2 months when she met this other black guy on Tinder or whatever. So they get to talking on Tinder, and she explains to him why she's in the United States or whatever. Her husband in the military flew her over here. He haven't been spending time with her, and she was looking for other friends or whatever, somebody to hang out with to show her around the city of Houston, because she had never been there before, and she's been stuck in the house not doing the damn thing since she's been in the United States for 60 days. So they decided to exchange information or whatever. Then they got to FaceTiming. She had iPhone, he had iPhone. They got to FaceTiming one another. One day, she was at a restaurant called Grand's Looks near the Galleria Mall in the Houston area. She hit him up, asked him what he was doing. He said he had just got off work. She asked him could they meet or whatever. This was going to be the first time they ever met in person. Now, mind you, this black guy she was talking to, the side dude, had never been to Thailand a day in his life. So this fell in his lap or whatever. Now, he's been to like a few Caribbean countries, but that's about it. So they arranged to meet up at the Grand Lux in the Galleria area. He said it would take him about 50 minutes due to traffic Cause Houston have traffic any time of the day or whatever. It's crazy there. And especially where he was driving from the other part of town. So he met her with her at Grand Lux or whatever, and she said, you don't have to buy anything. I take care of you. I pay for everything. So she bought his drinks and his food or whatever. She asked him, what else is there to do when we leave here? He said he really couldn't think of anything. It's still early in the day. It don't really get popping until later on at night. She came up with the bright idea to go to Hooters. When they go to Hooters, when they get to Hooters, they go to the bar and order some drinks. And he said he can drink, but this woman out drunk him. A lot of people don't know them Thai women, they can drink they ass off. He said she was drinking like a sailor. And he would think to himself like, damn, slow your tail down before I have to rush you to a nearby the medical district here in Houston, cause you're gonna be suffering from alcohol poisoning for drinking all these liquor. She was just pouring them up. So she opened up to him when she got some more liquor in her system. She said, my husband don't fuck me. He don't touch me. He don't give me no money. I think he gay. That's what she told the guy. Well, later on that night or whatever, she requested an Uber to go back to her husband's mom's house, and he went back to his house, the side guy. Later on, she hit him up. She asked him, what he doing tomorrow? He said nothing. The next following day, they met at some daytime bar in Houston, down near in the downtown area. When they got there, she got so wasted from drinking all that liquor, she started throwing money at the waitress or whatever. He said the waitress was fine, a dime piece. He think the waitress was a Creole woman or whatever, but she was this exotic, light-skinned, French biracial looking woman with long, kinky hair. So the Thai woman started throwing money at the waitress. Then it was some dykes, it was a group of dykes at this bar. The Thai woman got up, walked over there where the dykes was. They were trying to holler at her. She started dancing with the dykes, twerking on them, putting her booty on them and everything. Then she came back to him and started twerking on him, and he was shaking his head thinking like, damn, this woman got a whole husband and she out here wilding out in another country she's not even from. So the dykes came over there where him and her was sitting at the bar, and then the Thai woman told the dykes, this my driver, he protect me. And he just played along with it or whatever, because it wasn't his woman. He haven't even got the peace sleeve yet. So they leave the bar, and he takes her around the Houston area, shows her around the downtown area, whatnot. She had never seen any of Houston, because the whole time she was at her mom's house, so she didn't get out much. And as he was driving her around the downtown area of Houston, showed her the Toyota Center, the different stadiums and all that good stuff, she told him, oh wow, this reminds me of Bangkok. So as they riding, he had a little weed, and he decided to stop somewhere or whatever at another spot. Asked her, do you want to smoke? She told him she haven't smoked since she left Thailand. So as they kicking it, her husband mother kept calling her whatever, get on her nerves. So after a while, the Thai woman gave in or whatever and said she needed to get back to the house or whatever because her mother-in-law wouldn't stop calling her. So the place that they was at, she sends her mother-in-law the address to come pick her up at the little spot they was at or whatnot. Now I'm surprised she didn't just catch an Uber, but she was bold enough to tell the mother-in-law where they was located, and the mother-in-law came and scooped her up. She gets back home, the following day comes, and she sends him, the side guy, send him a text message. Can you come get me? I'm arguing with my mother-in-law. She won't leave me alone. She told my husband I've been going out every night or whatever, and he's mad at me. Please come pick me up. When you get here, play like you Uber driver. So he said, okay, I'll be on my way. Give me like 20 minutes. Then as he was en route or whatever, she sent the message, I already have a hotel. I have a hotel near an airport or whatever. We can stay there. So he gets to the mother-in-law house, help the Thai woman put all her bags and luggage and stuff in his car or whatever. They get in. On the way there, she busts out and started crying. She said, my mother-in-law asked me, why do I keep going out? Who do I know here? I think it's weird. And he said he was thinking to himself, my mom's would have asked you the same thing. My mom would be thinking the same thing. That is kind of weird. You got a whole husband. You really don't know nobody over here in the country. But every time your mother-in-law look around, you creeping out, going somewhere. Anybody in their right mind know you doing something you don't have no business doing. Most likely seeing another guy. You don't have no relatives in the state of Texas. So where the hell are you going? So he said she busted out and started crying or whatever. Then she told him, I feel safe around you. You the only one to understand me. You don't have to pay for nothing. I take care of you. Now, a lot of guys think it's rare to meet a Thai woman that won't spend money on you, but you would be surprised. Cause even me being overweight when I was in Thailand, I met plenty of Thai women that took me out on dates. And I was sitting there thinking like, what is it you do for a living? This when I was new to Thailand. They'll be like, they work at a massage parlor. Not only they was working at the massage parlor, they had a gang of dudes back from the States and the Middle East and Europe sending them money or whatever. So I guess if they meet that one guy, they make an exception with him and they break bread with him, they spend their money on him or whatever, pay for VIP and all that good stuff. Well, he didn't have to go to Thailand to get treated like that. It came right to him by accident. He wasn't even looking for it. It just fell in his lap. So on the way to the hotel or whatever, she was pouring her heart out. And when they got to the room, she started throwing up like crazy. He thinks it was from all the drinking she had been doing the last couple of days of them going out and hanging out together. And she kept just throwing up nonstop. Then after she got done, he asked her, man, you want me to go get you some food? You just got through throwing up. And she said, no, I'm okay. They sat on the couch and they talked about her mother-in-law situation or whatever. The mother-in-law been snitching on her to the husband. The husband was out of state somewhere. I don't know why he would fly this Thai woman all the way to the United States or whatever and not spend any time with her. Why you even fly her here? You lucky she didn't have enough sense to make it to where she didn't have to leave the country or whatever, and she was here for good. So they haven't had an intimate relationship yet, but this will be the first time they get down and dirty on some intimate shit. So she told him, take your dick out. She wanted to suck it. He said, well, let me go jump in the shower. I've been moving around all day or whatever. I'm sweaty and a little musty or whatnot. He goes take a shower. She takes her clothes off, and he said as she walking towards the shower, he looked at her big, tall, curvaceous body, this long jet black hair in the middle of her back, and he was thinking to himself like, damn, this woman fine as hell. She look like an Asian dream doll. So she takes her clothes off, go get in the shower with him, and she started doing the Thai Asian spin on his dick. Put it in her mouth and started just sucking circles around it, is what he stated on in the messages or whatever. So they get out, they go to the room. He dick her down 5 times that night or whatever, in all type of positions. Now picture, the whole time she's married to another black guy that's in the military, and he's responsible for flying her to the country just to get dicked down by another American dude. What the hell did he expect? She's a bar girl. So after dicking her down the last time or whatever, they took a break, and as she was laying next to him, she told him, your dick too big. She was saying she could feel his dick all in her stomach or whatever, all in her gut. So she said, I need to rest. I got to get up early in the morning and go back to mother-in-law house. He said, well, before you go to sleep, can we have another round or whatever? He dick her down some more. Now, her itinerary was to go back to Bangkok, Thailand, January the 21st. But once her mother-in-law told the husband that she had got a hotel or whatever, because she was honest enough, I don't know why she would do it, to tell her she was going to get a room because she couldn't take being around the mother-in-law no more, so she got the hotel. Once the husband found out she got the hotel, he changed the itinerary from January the 21st to the 18th or the 19th. He brought her a ticket to fly out sooner than she was supposed to, because he already knew what time it was. He probably figured, well, me knowing her background, where I met her at, in the red light district in Bangkok or whatever, I already know she got enough street smart to survive in this country, and she's met somebody else that's probably taking care of her already, or she taking care of him with my money, which is what she was doing. She was using the little money she was able to get from him and was buying drinks for this guy, even gave him $170 US of the military husband money or whatever. She basically paid for dick. The guy, the one from Houston, Texas, this was no tricky situation for him. He didn't spend no money. She was doing the spending. So the husband was he was tricking directly to her and indirectly tricking on another guy, whether he knew it or not. So she said, I need to go to sleep. She go to sleep, he leave the hotel, and he go back to his place. So she called him the next day and told him she wasn't feeling so well. She was still at the hotel. He said, well, when I get out of work, I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna come kick it with you since it's your last day here. She was like, okay. He get out of work, go back to the hotel. When he gets there, he asked her, you trying to smoke? She said, nah, my throat hurting, I'm not feeling so well. Then he said, well, all right, well, when I get through smoking, I'm gonna go take me a shower, because he already know she gonna wanna get digged down again. Well, before he can even get through smoking, she said she wanted to give him some mouth and lip service. So he was like, well, I haven't had a shower yet. She said she already gave it to him yesterday before he got in the shower. He said, well, fuck it. Whipped it out, and she did a rerun and repeat of what she did yesterday, put the Thai spin on it. And he was thinking to himself like, damn, she got some good mouth. And was thinking about her husband like, man, thank you, sucker, for finding this Thai woman out. And man, giving me some of the best head and tightest what JJ already had, is what he thought as he hit on the blunt. So he goes in, when he get through getting some mouth from her, he go take a shower. And she walks in there again like yesterday. Take her clothes off and she was looking at him googly eyes or whatever. And he was thinking to himself like, this motherfucker fine, is what he thought. So they get in the shower together and he dick her down. This time he stayed the night with her. They got up, they went down to go have breakfast. She went from calling him daddy to bro. She was like, what up, bro? Or every time she wanted to talk to him, it would be bro. And he said that's when he thought about me. He had watched one of my videos when I was over there in Thailand. I was telling guys on Don't Bring Your Heart to Pattaya Part 2 on how a lot of the women in Pattaya and Bangkok, because it's a little bit more westernized, they like to call men bro. And a lot of the guys argument over here, the passport bros, they think it's masculine when the woman call you bro. But then I'm thinking to myself like, but the Thai women say bro all the damn time. So he said when the first time she called him bro, he thought about one of my videos. And he said it all started coming together or whatever. She started flipping the script. She went from calling him daddy and now calling him bro. So fast forward, he said she was about to leave on this particular day. He told her, hit me up when you get to the airport. Where she hit him up once she got to the Korta airport or whatever, to do a layover to go back to Bangkok. She was gonna touch down in Bangkok. Then when she got back to Bangkok, he said, you know something? I don't know if she a freelance or whatever, because I never been to Thailand is what he was thinking. So he wanted to pick her brain. So he asked her about Phuket and Pattaya. He asked her, is there a lot of tourists in those two places or whatever? She said, yeah. And he said, it's pay for play, speed dating. But he asked her in real words or whatever. Is prostitution a big thing in these places? She said, yeah. And he thinks to himself, how the hell she know that if she ain't a freelance? Then she asked him, why would you ask me that? Then when he explained to her, then she kind of got offended. She asked him, I got the message right here. She asked him, it's okay, everyone not the same. He said, of course, I don't judge. She said, and this her broken English, I'm reading what she's saying, because you remember she Thai, so she typing in English the best way she can. She said, I feel if man pay women, it just means respect. For me, I respect everyone. So you play game with me, LOL is what she said. He said, for me, I respect a woman by her action and her heart, because a lot of people would do anything for money. But if you truly down for someone, you would do that without the money, is what he stated. She said, if I have money, I buy man also, LOL, is what she said. In other words, I guess she figured since he had home court advantage and she was in his country, instead of him tricking off on her while she was here, she tricked off on him with her husband money. He stated, I'm a real ass dude. If I see somebody need help, I'm gonna help them and not respect none in return. She said, and I see not wrong, this is her, I'm reading what she said, and I see not wrong about man buy a peace sleeve or women buy a dick. You help me and I pay for it. It's fair, is what she stated. He said, now imagine if you gave me money first and the only reason I came to help you was just because you gave me money and I didn't give a fuck about how you felt. That wouldn't be right. I would be faking the care, is what he stated. She said, so don't say I think too much. I guess she was trying to say you think too much. She said, we just talk about man buy a peace leave. She also said, I just say everyone have their own way. Why talk too much? Then she started getting frustrated, as it seems. Then she said, so you would help me, you not expect, fuck me back, LOL. That ain't the way she typed. Then she said I would change subject. It seemed like she started getting frustrated about the topic or whatever, because she really was expecting more in return than just dick. He said, yes, I've helped plenty of effing people without fucking them. She said, it's enough. He said, okay, baby. Now, guys, if I ever meet a foreign woman and I marry her, I'm gonna take her to wherever country I feel like taking her, because I've been and vetted her properly. If no matter where I take her, if a man got what it takes to get her, shit, maybe it wasn't meant for her to be with me. If I take her to the moon and ET come and snatch her away from me, maybe she was just using me for a space age passport or a space age citizenship. Who knows? But I digress. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. And until next time, I'm out. 1.